challenges there, but I think it's all straightened out. Let me know. How you loving? If we haven't met, I'm Reverend Valerie Love, divine midwife of soul destiny, author of now over 20 books on practical spirituality. And wow, wow. And I love writing and writing several more books right now. Talk to me, family. Talk to me. Are we live? Hey! How you loving, Swan Moon Quad? How you loving? How you loving? Hey, family. Okay, we're live now. Okay, very, very good. Very good. We're just overcoming a couple of little challenges there, and all is well. All is well. All is well. I'm coming to you from Merida, Mexico, where I am having a ball. You coming to Merida? I know that's right. Hey, Linda. Hey, Darla. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving, family? How you loving? Oh my God, how you loving? I'm so happy to see all y'all. How you loving? So today is day 16. You coming? When are you coming? Today is day 16, and we are, March 19th is still on. Absolutely, absolutely. We are about to go to the spring equinox. Oh my goodness. Swan Moon Guad, the mystery school. Oh, I got the God bumps right now. The mystery school is about to go to, coming with, oh my goodness, stop it. I love it. No, stop it. Come on. I love it. That's right. Is Laylee your daughter? We want to see you. Yay! I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my God. That's bringing. The live is working. Beautiful, darling. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's your friend. Oh my God. We're going to have a ball. When I tell you, Chichen Itza, I turned her on to you. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Oh my. She's obsessed. I love hearing that. I am studying. It is better than you're saying coming late March. Oh my God. Chichen Itza. I tell you one thing. I saw you first. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for turning this message that God is speaking through me onto your family, your friends, the ones you love. I love it. I love it. We are going to have such a good time at that spring equinox. There's going to be 25, they said over 25,000, somewhere between 25,000 and 40,000 people at the spring equinox. It's almost like going to Stonehenge on the fall equinox. Like, y'all, it only happens twice a year. It only happens twice a year. It's at ValerieLove.com right now. Click on global events. We're going to be together. The mystery school is going to Chichen Itza. And it's a quick weekend. You can hop down here to Mexico, get your whole system changed, reorient yourself toward wealth, health, prosperity, love, all of that. Amp up your manifestation power, and then go back home on Sunday. It's Friday to Sunday. It's a quick weekend. Like, anyone can do this weekend, and it's really inexpensive. Anyone can do this weekend, and it's cheap to fly down to Mexico. Just say yes. You will be astonished. You will be astounded at what will happen in your life after you start having these tuning and these activations, these tuning activations. You would be amazed at what you manifest coming from there, and more effortlessly and swifter. You're operating on a different vibration. We're staying a month. That. Oh my goodness. And guess what? We can get to hang out and go to some of these restaurants around here. Oh my God. These restaurants around here, come on down. These restaurants around here, I tell you one thing, they're gonna have to roll us sister out of here one day. And make sure with the timing, I'm so happy that y'all are coming down. Oh my God. And in March, I'll be traveling too. So we're doing 2 events in March. And then I'll be doing some traveling because I have my baby on the way, the 4th baby, not my own baby, my grandbaby. I already finished delivering all my kids, my kids' kids. So the grandbaby is coming up soon. I think in March we're doing something together with the family. So I think we're going on a cruise. I don't know. I think. Let's see. We're still working that out. Thank you so much, Swan Moon Quad. I cannot wait till y'all get down here. Oh my God, it's going to be amazing. So We have an incredible weekend planned for all of us that are coming down here, and we have our own bus. Of course, we have our own tour bus taking us to Chichen Itza, the ancient city, ancient Mayan city, and we're going to see the descent of the serpent god. Look it up, family. Look up the serpent of light and shadow. Look it up. Oh my God. Like this pyramid, you have a pyramid in your backyard, right? If you're in the United States, Mexico is in our backyard, basically. Monumental, isn't it? And this, how the Mayans got these exact 72 steps on the pyramid and these 9 layers on the pyramid, the astronomical precision and accuracy of these stones and this monument that was built hundreds, if not thousands, over 1,000 years ago, over 1,000 years ago, I believe. If they did not have supernatural help, I don't know what they did, because I cannot see humans making these things. Just like the Egyptian pyramids, just like the Stonehenge. You cannot see, just like Easter Island, you cannot see humans making this. How did humans make it? The humans today are supposed to be smarter than the humans back then, and the humans today still cannot figure out how the humans back then did it. That means humans didn't do it. There was supernatural intervention. There was information coming from the star people, information coming from beyond our technologies that we had back then, even thousands of years ago. And these technologies from the star people, or the gods, angels, whatever you want to call them, the Anunnaki, exactly. This supernatural, superhuman power, and it even talks about it not just in Sumeria, right, where we read those clay tablets and about the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are spoken of in the Bible, right? The giants and the children of the gods, and they call it angels. They have different words for it in different cultures. Yet it's the same thing, that we have beings that came from other dimensions, came here, and then they taught us these things. And that's how we got to have these things. Well, when you come to Chichen Itza on the spring equinox, we are going to have, hey Danielle, how you loving, boo? We are going to have quite the experience, family. Let's pray. Deep breath. So Swan Moon Quad, I'm so happy you and your girlfriend are coming down. You are joining us in the mystery school, and it is going to be amazing. Chichen Itza is going to be, well, it is amazing. We're going to experience an amazing. Bring your whites, bring your white clothes, because when we go, we have rituals that we do on Friday night, a ritual we're doing on Friday night with the mystery school, and then Saturday we'll be at Chichen Itza. Bring your white, wear your white, and then Sunday morning we have an inspirational experience together before everyone concludes at 12 noon. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Great Spirit, thank you for clarity. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for hope. Thank you for inspiration. Thank you for divine ideas. Thank you for ways to create wealth. Thank you for our focus on creating something great on planet Earth. Thank you for us meeting with and coming together with the right people at the right time. Thank you for messages from on high. Thank you for our spirit team. Thank you for everyone who has ever been here, everyone who is here now, everyone who is yet to be here. Thank you for everything we're learning, everything we're working through, all of the old things that are falling off. Thank you that we're embracing the new. Thank you that we're growing in our understanding of wealth, riches, abundance, prosperity every single day. Thank you that we're taking action steps that align with what we speak and spell for and intend. Thank you that we are powerful reality creators, and we know this, and we honor that we are gods. We honor this in everything we think, say, do, act upon. We honor this. Hallelujah. Thy will be done here now. Amen. Today's money secret from Proverbs chapter 14, verse 20. 40 Money Secrets, day 16. We are coming to us today from the book of Proverbs, as we've been doing every day, getting deeper into the true underlying core message and meaning of Solomon, the richest man who ever lived. Proverbs 14:20. The poor are shunned by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. Let's talk about it. The poor, Proverbs 14:20. Yes. Thank you so much for putting it up, King. The poor are shunned by their neighbors, even by their neighbors. But the rich have many friends. This is what Oprah said many years ago, and it really stuck with me. She said, you have to have the kind of friends that ride with you on the bus and in the limo. Because do we know and do we understand the phenomenon that when you have money, there's a whole lot of people around. And maybe if you're in a position where you don't have all the money that you had at one time, you look around, the friends have thinned out. There's a lot of people around you when you're riding in the limo. But there's not a lot of people around you when you're riding on the bus. And this is the phenomena that Solomon is speaking of. Solomon is speaking here of the repelling nature of poverty. Why are poor people shunned even by their neighbors? Why? It's not the fact that they're poor. It's not the fact that people have had a fall. It's not the fact that sometimes you have a challenge in your life. It's not about that. We've all been there. Times when we wanted to have money and we didn't. It's not about that. It is about the underlying energy, the poverty consciousness that is a repelling consciousness that people sense and feel on a subconscious level and move away from. They don't know what it is. They sense and feel something's not quite right, and they just kind of move away from that lack limitation consciousness, and they move. We just naturally all do it. We move toward abundance. Why? Because we know that if you're around a person who has a poverty consciousness, not a person who's poor, these are two different things. Being poor and having a poverty consciousness, these are two different things. Being poor, or as we used to call it, TOC, temporarily out of cash. Temporarily out of cash, TOC. That's, hey, that could be any person on any given day. Temporarily out of cash. That's different, and you're working on it, and you're adjusting and aligning your consciousness, and you're in your spiritual practices, and you're learning from the experience, and you're growing, and you're taking it as an opportunity to tap into, well, how can I serve humanity in such a way that would fill bank accounts? What do people need that I can bring to the table that I can resolve the issue of being temporarily out of cash? You can resolve that issue. Poverty consciousness, on another hand, is this insistent, continuous, willful being in a state of lack, limitation, and not doing anything about it. That's why they say poverty is really a mental illness. It's a disease of the mind. And why is it such a problematic disease? Because it denies who you truly are. It is not the authentic state of the self. A person who's in poverty consciousness, they do not think that they have value. They do not think that they can bring value. Therefore, if you don't think you have value, you certainly don't think you can bring value. They also do not believe that the world is looking for them and that the world indeed needs them. You see, there's a line in A Course in Miracles that said, God himself is incomplete without you. Ponder that for a moment. God herself is incomplete without you. How do you know that's true? Because you exist. And nothing can exist without purpose. Everything that exists for a reason. So God herself would be incomplete without you. That means this whole universe is incomplete without you and the specific thing that you bring to this whole universe of life that only you can bring to this universe of life, that no one else can bring it. I can't bring what Danielle is bringing. King is bringing what King is bringing. Swan Moon bringing what Swan Moon is bringing, right? Darla's bringing what Darla's bringing. Linda's bringing what Linda's bringing. We can't bring each other's thing. You can only bring your thing. If you don't bring your thing, we go without. That would be a travesty. That is what is happening at cemeteries every day. Every day they're putting in more people who have not bought their thing to this whole world. Yes, indeed. God herself is incomplete without you. We do not think we are that important. And not only important, necessary to life. I mean, we all know we matter. And we all know we matter to varying degrees. And we all know we bring a lot of value to the people's lives that we are in. Yet deep down inside, we may wonder, what's my real purpose here? What is it that I'm supposed to be bringing, right? Ujo Wajet, I love it too. I got that from A Course in Miracles. It was so powerful. I always remembered that when I read it because it was so powerful. Like we live in God, Source. Why did Source make you? Because you had to be made. Because something must be unfolding in this universe that you are causing to unfold. Wow. Like, will we have a universe without peaches? No, because we have peaches. So therefore, peaches must be necessary to this whole big universe of life. And how much more valuable are you to this whole universe of life? So now we understand why the poor are shunned even by their neighbors, Proverbs 14:20. And isn't that powerful? Isn't it powerful? Some of these things, family, if we just sat and meditated on it, that would be enough to change everything. You would jump up from your chair and create that thing that you're here to create. If you just sat and meditated on God herself, God itself is incomplete without me. Wow. And it goes counter to all the messages we got growing up. Sit down, shut up, why are we trying to hear from you? Children are seen and not heard. Stop making so much noise. Stop singing. They were telling singers, stop singing. I cannot tell you how many singers I've had as clients over the years, and they've told me pretty much the same thing. Yeah, they always told me to stop singing. I was singing in the shower. I was singing outside and on the lawn. I was singing, at the Thanksgiving table, and they kept saying, will you shut up? And don't nobody want to hear all that singing. Don't nobody want to hear all that noise. Wow. Wow. That's what we got growing up. The artists were drawing all over the wall, and what were their parents doing? Oh, stop it! Wow. There's a Picasso. You were doing something magnificent. You took the scissors to mom's tablecloth and made something from it. Maybe you're going to be a fashion designer. You're going to be the next Yves Saint Laurent or whomever. Creative. You're making something. And mom is like, wow. So all of us got these messages. I'm going to tell you exactly how I got the denial of destiny message. Anyone here get denial of destiny messages? Have you gotten any? Growing up, denial of destiny. Sit down, shut up, be quiet. You're making too much noise. You're doing too much. Be still. Go to bed. Take a nap. Anyone got any of those denial of destiny messages? How many did you get? And they're still in there, right, Linda? They're still in there. They're still in there. They were like little seeds being planted in the tiny fertile consciousness of your mind as a child, and they grew into trees, and next thing you know, you have a forest of denial of destiny. And if you don't go in and mow that whole forest down and plant a whole new landscape for yourself, you're still operating unconsciously on those unconscious urges that don't really matter. I'm going to tell you what happened. Still working through them. So am I. Yay! We're working through them together. I'll share with you how I got these denial of destiny messages. I'm a writer, as you know, written book after book after book, right? So here we are, book after book after book. And by the way, if you have it, please, if you haven't gotten it, get this one. This one sells like hotcakes, stays on the bestseller list. And this one and this one. I published 4 books from December of 2019 to December of 2020. 4 books that are groundbreaking books that Spirit wrote through me. I myself know that I was participating in something that wanted to come onto the planet. That are these books, yes, right? And this book as well, right? And the books in this series, 40 Money Mantras, if you don't have it, go pick it up. 40 Money Scriptures, pick it up. 40 Money Spells, pick it up. And now we're on to 40 Money Secrets. So, coming up as a Jehovah's Witness, I was in the cult, as you'll know. I escaped the cult after going into a deep depression in which I almost took myself out. And I broke all my ties. To strike out, I didn't know what I was going to do. I knew what I was not going to do. And this was what I got growing up in the cult. You could read certain books. It was very carefully curated which books I could read because I was an avid reader, and a writer. You can't write. You can't write. Why? Because you're a Jehovah's Witness, which is a publishing company. Look it up. Watchtower Bible and Tract Society is a publishing company. It's a publishing corporation, not a nonprofit. Now, maybe they have some nonprofits, but that publishing corporation that they're running has billions and billions of dollars, okay? Because it's a publishing company. And they told you it was a publishing company, and up front, they said it's the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. What does that mean? That means they're making watchtowers, Bibles, and tracts, okay? Well, I'm part of a publishing company, and the publishing company is creating all of the materials by which we are being brainwashed. So do they want you to make up your own book? I would have never written book the first if I was still in the fucking cult. I would have never, let alone 20 plus and more books just coming out. I would have never been on YouTube. I would have never stood up to be a teacher and fulfill my destiny and calling to inspire. I would have never done it if I had stayed there. How you loving, boo? I would have never done it. Why? Because they would have not told me to live my purpose. They were telling me the opposite. No, you're not going to write. Well, I'm here to write. I'm here to bring a message. I'm a keeper of the word. I'm here to bring a message. Something from upper realms. No. From God? No. You can't bring messages from God. None of us can, because there's a group of men called the governing body, and they're these old white dudes that live in Brooklyn. They're the only ones that talk to God and tell us, all the rest of us, millions of witnesses all over the world, what to do. So do you think never, oh my God, I would have never done this had I stayed there? And I'm so thankful that my soul broke me out. My soul broke me out. My mind didn't break me out. My mind was 90-something% taken over by the cult, not 100% taken over by the cult. Oh my God, I'm so thankful I broke away. So thankful. Like every day when I look at the witnesses, broke down. Oh my God, so thankful. Some of them are broke down. Some of them just got arthritis eating them all over because they just up and down the stairs, up and down the street, standing out on the street corner in the cold and everything, giving people Watchtower Bible. I thought that was what life was supposed to be. It was deeply unfulfilling, and it was painful. It was a painful life. It was a life that was hard. It was a life of drudgery. It was painful. There was no joy in that life. When I say no joy, I don't mean no joy. Of course, we had joy with our families, joy with children, joy with, friendships and things like that. Of course, there was not an intentional cultivation of joy. Woo! Let that money in the vortex! Yay! Billion-fold return to all our super chatters. Money in the vortex! Yay! Love it, love it, love it. So there was not this intentional cultivating of me. Do you know your destiny has to be cultivated? It has to be fed. It's like a seed. Your greatness must be fed and urged on, and fanned. The flames of that must be fanned, of destiny. Yes. And I tell you one thing. if I had stayed there, I don't even want to think about that life. I'd probably be dead by now. I kid you not. I'd be dead or close to it. I don't even want to think about that. Thank you so much, Linda. I don't want to think about it, family, because that was the denial of my destiny. The denial of my destiny was, no, you're not writing. So when we look at all the ways that we got messages, not just one, probably thousands, maybe millions of messages that you don't matter and you're not bringing something good to the table. And these are where all the seeds of lack, limitation, littleness, unworthiness are planted in consciousness. Cancel, disintegrate, deny that, so that we don't become rich to our greatest potential, right? Greatest potential of wealth. That's why of the spiritual gangster, that's why you did the spiritual, oh my God, I had to break out of jail. Oh my God, Harriet Tubman, thank you, God. Had to break out. And you know what's really profound? Once we break out, we give other people opportunity to break out, and we give other people, it's so true what Marianne Williamson said, that when you stand in your light, you unconsciously inspire other people to do the same. You see, if I hadn't broken out, where would my 3 kids be? Their heads probably would have been taken over by the cold. Where would my grandkids be? I don't know. Thank God we're all free at last, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last. See, what you do has not only supernatural import, what you do has so much importance for your children, your children's children, your friends, your lovers, your family, your ancestors. See, you're this pebble in the pond, and these waves that are rippling out from the soul that you are is affecting everyone around you. And the question becomes, are we affecting them for the better, for the highest and best, right? So today, Proverbs 14:20, the poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. So poor, once again, we have defined poverty as being bereft of understanding your value, your inherent value, bereft of a knowingness, an awareness of inherent value. That's poverty. Poor, temporarily out of cash, you can fix that. Get out there and start creating. Get out there and start talking to people. Find someone to help. Find someone who is going through something you already went through and coach them through it. They'll pay you, I promise you. We're going to end with this. Today I was on Clubhouse, and we're going to go to our homework. Thank you, Spirit, because sometimes I forget. We got to do our homework because we're taking our action steps every day. And who took the action steps from yesterday? I did the homework. Actually, I did the homework before the homework was required, which was beautiful. The other day, I went on and I did my homework of buying something little by little, just stashing a little bit more money. It was me stashing some more money into crypto. Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? Did you do your homework? This is a synchronistic moment for me. I've been asking myself what I need to do differently right now to move close to my purpose. That's right. That's right. Yes. And, oh, you liked it, Chris. I listened to your Clubhouse lesson from Sunday. It was great. Yay! I'm so glad you liked it. Family, if you're getting started in crypto, you know people that are getting started in crypto, or you're confused by crypto, or you just, want a good message about crypto, remember, I'm on Clubhouse on Sundays at 12 noon. Be there. Set your timer, set your clock. We start with a wealth meditation, then we go into a crypto conversation. Why are we talking about crypto? Because crypto will change the world. The whole world is moving to a one world currency, Bitcoin. Have you noticed it? It was only going to be a matter of time before we moved to an internet money. Once we got the internet goes everywhere. The US dollar doesn't go everywhere. I'm in Mexico. The US dollar is not down here. Bitcoin is. I go to Dubai. The US dollar is not in Dubai. Bitcoin is. You go to, we'll be in Peru in May for the ayahuasca experience. There's no US dollar. There's not even any pesos in Peru. Peru has something else. What do we call it in Peru? I forget the currency in Peru. We go there every year. Bitcoin's there. You see, it only makes sense that we would have internet money. You got the internet for everything else. You might as well have internet money. And we are not going to be having these, these things here in our wallets anymore. These coins, right? This is the pesos. You're not going to be having that. Your kids probably won't even know what money looks like. They probably already don't know what money looks like, but for very different reasons. So we are at the forefront of changing the whole freaking world. That's why you came here at this time. We're changing the whole freaking world. That's why this crypto conversation is so important. It's not just so you can make a couple of extra bucks in 2021. Beautiful. Make all the extra money you can make in 2021. Be as great as you can be out here in these streets. Have it all. I'm the have it all gal. Have it all. And the greater significance than you becoming wealthy, because that's only going to last as long as you're alive. Your wealth is only going to last as long as you're alive. And for me, I desire to, what's the word? I don't really want to speak so much to legacy, because sometimes when we talk about legacy, we're talking about the ego, because the ego just wants to keep perpetuating itself. I'm talking about creating with spirit that gives lasting value to the world that is here long after your body is dropped and you go to another plane. When you create with spirit, the things you create are lasting. We're all creators. Yes, they're lasting. So why do we still have both Beethoven's Fifth, but we don't have Beethoven? How do we still have all of Mozart's work, but we don't have Mozart? How do we still have all of the amazing work of Basquiat, one of my son's favorite artists, of course, because he was black as well, right? We don't have Basquiat in the flesh with us anymore. We have all of Basquiat's work. How is it, I'm down here in Mexico, how is it that we have Frida Kahlo, one of the greatest revolutionaries and artists of all time? You cannot go 5 blocks without seeing a picture of Frida Kahlo somewhere in an art gallery or somewhere. Frida Kahlo is a national treasure in Mexico. Why? Because she was a revolutionary. She wasn't out to say, I want to be lasting forever. I want people 20, 30, 50, 100 years after I'm dead to still be saying my name. That wasn't what she was out for. So we have to be very careful about this legacy thing, because a lot of it tends to the ego, and the ego trying to perpetuate itself. I'm talking about creating with spirit. How do we still have Mother Maya Angelou's books and Still I Rise, Phenomenal Woman, I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, but we do not have Mother Maya with us in the flesh? We have all that because Mother Maya was creating from a higher plane of consciousness, bringing beauty into the world, and the beauty still exists. It's still here. That's what happens when you create with spirit. You create the muse. The stuff is enduring. It lasts. It lasts beyond this. This flesh is not going to last forever. When I'm done with it, I'm going to drop it just like you. When you're done with it, you're going to drop it. So I pray that you use your life to create the lasting, the enduring, the eternal. Why do we still have the pyramids? We're going to go to a pyramid in Chichen Itza on the spring equinox next month. Why is it still here? Because it's enduring. Do we have the people here that built it? No. Why do we still have, name it, you go to the Louvre in Paris, one of my favorite museums. You see all the art in there. Oh my God, so much art in there. It's just like, you need Mona Lisa, you need days and days and days just to walk around the Louvre. Where are all the people that created all of that? Not here. They dropped their bodies. Yet we still have the enduring art, the beauty, the words, the songs, the symphonies, the melodies, the music. We still have all of that. So what's your role? What are you bringing to this universe of life? And you've got to take yourself so valuable to know that you are bringing a one-of-a-kind art to humanity. If you don't know that in the core of your being, you're still being flippy-floppy, wishy-washy. Sometimes you create, sometimes you don't. You're not committed at the very, very highest levels because there's still the question about value. It's the poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. It's the rich in consciousness. Rich is not made up by just dollars in the bank. Many people are rich in many, many, many ways. There are infinite ways to be rich. Money is, of which money is one. And money is a wonderful way to be rich. And crypto is another wonderful way to be rich, and rich in friends, and rich in energy, and rich in wisdom, and rich in so many ways to be rich. What I am asking of you today is for you to really look at your role in this whole paradigm of life, this whole universe of life, and what is your role? What are you bringing to the table? And how are you on it every day? Every day, every day, every day. Like how has it become, as we call it, your magnificent obsession? It must become a magnificent obsession. I'm fucking obsessed. I am. I'm upset, and I love saying that. I'm obsessed with bringing my greatness out. It can't stay in here. It cannot. That's not an option. It must come out. That's why I'm in conversations. Right now, we're in conversations with a producer to bring to TV what I do. That's just another layer of it. Now I always knew it would come, and then eventually bring to the movies what I do. I always knew that would happen. I always knew I was born for the big stage. So I'm not, it's not surprise to me. It's what's surprising is sometimes how long things take. This is the 5th producer, television producer, that has contacted me and has watched my YouTube channel and has said, why don't you have a TV show yet? Like, wow. Why? Because the TV show comes when God says, with the right people and the right topics that we're talking about, and the right this and the right that, and that does not happen in 10 minutes. I don't have no problem. You see, there's another line in the Course in Miracles that said, those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait, and to wait without anxiety. Those who are certain of the outcome can afford to wait, and to wait without anxiety. You ain't like, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? It's gonna happen when it happens. What the fuck? I don't know nothing about when it happens. You don't know when your success is going to just pop off like some big, huge something. None of the successes that I have did I know that they were going to happen that day the way they happened. None of them. None of the awards, none of the this, that, the other, all the accolades. Did you know that they were going to happen in the second that the day that you woke up that day and said, today is the day that I'm going to be recognized for something. Today is the day I'm going to be nominated for this. Or today is the day that someone's going to call me and say, this is going to be an incredible opportunity. You want to take part? We don't know. No one knows the day or hour. Christ said that. Your job is to know what you're on the planet for and to be on it every single day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. I know why I'm here and I'm bringing it every day. Every day I'm going to inspire somebody. Every day I'm going to write some words. Every day I'm going to speak some words. Every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Feel like it? Don't matter. Every day. Want to do it? Great. Don't want to do it? Great. People like it? Great. People don't like it? Great. Kids like it? Great. Kids don't like it? Great. Kids coming? Great. Kids going? Great. Mama here? Great. Mama died? Great. See, that's how you have to be on your destiny. It's almost inhuman. It's almost inhuman. And I promise you, if you are focused like that consistently on your purpose and what you came here to do, you will have an extraordinary extraordinary life. Extraordinary. They might even make a statue about you. They'll certainly write books about you. They'll certainly sing your praises. And of course, there'll be haters that'll be hating on you too. Lovely. Who cares? It doesn't matter when you're on your soul's purpose. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. I'm on it. I'm on my soul's purpose. What we doing today, soul? We're going here and we're doing this. Yeah, here I am. This is how we live our life. What are we up to today, soul? Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. All these other things will be added unto you. Proverbs 14:20. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. The rich have many friends. Today I was on Clubhouse. I was going to say this earlier. I was on Clubhouse today, and there was this person speaking, and he was talking about his experiences with Snoop Dogg, and he was talking about his experiences with Mace back in the day, and he was hanging out with a lot of rappers, and he had a lot of money, and he had a lot of women. He was dealing drugs, and he was running with the crowd. Not saying that he was running with the crowd, not saying that Mace and Snoop Dogg were doing the drugs. He was doing the drugs. He was hanging with them because he also wanted to have a career in rapping, right? Well, he said, hey, love, come on in. He said that he caught up with him and he got arrested and he went away for a year. And he said, before he went away, when he had all the money and all the drugs and all the women, and he was hanging with rappers and he was doing this and he was doing that, you know, playing a little bit in the rap game, but mostly his money was coming from pharmaceuticals, street pharmaceuticals. He said that when he got in there, and he was in there for a year, he said there was no phone calls. He would call some of the people that were hanging out with him while he was out and had the money and everything. They wouldn't respond. He would try to reach out to people that he thought were friends. They didn't respond. And he said in that dark moment of being in that space for a year, he found out who was really his friend and who was not. And he said it really taught him something. It taught him that when he came out, he was going to seek true friendships that were not surface based on what he had. Now, here's what another person said that was in that group today as well. He said this. He said, if you hang with 5 people and they all make $50,000, you're the 6th person making $50,000. He said, and if you hang with 5 people and they're all billionaires, you are the 6th billionaire. So who was he hanging with? Who were his neighbors and who were his friends? Those are questions we get to ask ourselves, like, whoa, and how can you up-level the friends? Up-level. And where are the surface friendships? Nobody can be friends with 5,000 people like on Facebook, right? That's a joke. How many people can you really be intimate with? How many people are in your intimate space? I have very few people in my intimate space. And you've got to pick and choose them wisely, and you've got to have it so that they earn the privilege of being in your intimate space. I'm going to say that again. The people that are in my intimate space, they have to earn the privilege, not the right, earn the right to be here. No one has a right to be in your intimate space. They have a privilege of being in your intimate space. They have the privilege of being in your company. That's how you have to hold it, right? And you would be holding it there if you knew that God, right? If you knew that God himself, God herself is incomplete without you, as we already discussed. So people have to earn the privilege to be in your intimate space. And I would offer that the people that you require to jump over the hoop so that they can be in your intimate space, that you have broad, really big, beautiful boundaries that are required for you to grow to your very best self, I would recommend that you make those people the people who already have what you're going for. So if you want a great relationship, this beautiful, loving relationship, hang around people who already have that. If you author and you want to write books and you want to be a best-selling author and you want to make yourself financially independent from being an author, of course, come to our event, and we're going to do a virtual version of it as well, because we understand that a lot of people are not, traveling, and I'm learning so much on Clubhouse about that. Then hang around those people. If you are desirous of being the most incredible crypto investor, hang around those people. I hang around a lot of smart crypto investor people, because that's what I have chosen for myself. And the angels already told me how the wealth would be continually to be multiplied. See, my wealth started off in fiat. It started off with me investing in, mutual funds and things like that. It started off with me investing in real estate. I did a lot of real estate investing. And it started off with me investing in stocks and all those kinds of things. And Spirit showed me where the greatest wealth would come beyond anything imaginable, crypto. It showed it to me. And that's for me. And it showed you where your greatest wealth is, so that you are the rich person. You see, don't give up on being as rich as you can be. Be as fucking rich as you can be. Now, it's going to take focus, dedication, time, intention, energy, being smart, learning. It's going to require some things of you. But isn't that what you love anyway? You love the game. You want to give of yourself. You want to help other people overcome whatever challenges they're overcoming. So, Clubhouse has been profound for that. Profound. So I was in Clubhouse. I actually was on Clubhouse as I was doing some things this morning, some chores and things like that. Not chores, but as I was walking to get my morning coffee, my latte, sort of like some of the exercises that I do in the morning. I was walking this morning. I like to walk in nature. I like to clear my head. And I was walking and I sat down and I sat down at a new cafe today. I find new cafes all the time. Oh my goodness. And I had my latte and I had my breakfast, and I'm listening to these 7 and 8 figure plus beyond people having really powerful, deep discussions on Clubhouse, like amazing discussions. And I am learning so much. And not only am I learning, it's not just hitting my head, it's hitting my spirit, like, oh, I could do this, I could do this. It's stirring up things in me. That's why you want to hang out with people that are 7, 8 figure, 9 figure and beyond, people that are in the triple comma club. And if you say, well, where am I going to find somebody in the triple comma club when I'm only in the 1 comma club or the no comma club or the 2 comma club? You can find them. Today, we were in the room the other day with Elon Musk, one of the richest men on the planet. And Elon Musk was in that room just talking. You can now talk to multi-millionaires at any time of the day or night. I don't want to hear it from nobody. Clubhouse makes that possible. I was on for hours with people who make more money in one month than many people will make in 20 years. And they were talking about, I used to make 7 figures a week, 7 figures a month, and then I was able to do this and this and this, and then I got it to 7 figures a week. If you hang out with people who are making 7 figures a week, if you hang out with 5 people that are making 7 figures a week, you're going to be the 6th person making 7 figures a week. It's not just that you're learning things with your mind. It's happening below the neck. Things are stirring up. Something's churning. Your system is changing. That's why we always say Clubhouse is not on Android yet, but it's coming to Android soon. That's why we always say come to the events, because it's one thing to watch it on a video. It's a different thing to put your body in it, because when you're in the experience together, that's when the magic happens. All right, I got a client coming up, one of our incredible authors in the Wealthy Author Mastermind. We have a lot more wealth programs coming out. I have been just being with how can I help people become even more wealthier, especially spiritual people. How can we help spiritual people become even wealthier? That's the question I've been asking myself. That, when I say self, capital S self, that's the programs that we're bringing. That's what makes me very happy. You can listen to live streams on YouTube for Clubhouse sessions. Oh, wow, that is so cool. That is so cool. So if you're new to YouTube and new to crypto, oh, that's how you listen to Elon Musk. Yay! You know, this is a billionaire on there chatting with people, chatting it up, talking. Get into it's a conversation. When could you ever have had a conversation with millionaires and billionaires, multi-millionaires and billionaires? You're probably already a millionaire, or maybe you're a multi-millionaire listening to this. Then let's have conversations with billionaires. I like billionaire conversation. I really do. It's very different. You have an Android. Oh, good. Well, it'll be coming soon. It'll definitely be coming soon. So this Sunday, I will be on Clubhouse having an incredible conversation in our community of spiritual people, right? Spiritual people for wealth, especially with crypto to set the whole world free. And what's your place in that? Okay? If you want to get the recording from last week, it's only $9.99 on my website. All about, you hear me coaching, all about it is coaching for $9.99, which is unheard of. I'll put the link below, and it's me coaching some new participants in crypto. Oh my God, and I loved it. And it's also how to avoid scammers and hackers, of which there are more than you can imagine. More scammers and hackers than you can imagine. And we're just going to bypass all of that and go straight to the intended desire. Yes, yay! All right, family, what's our homework for tomorrow? Our homework for tomorrow is, what's your purpose, boo? What's your purpose? Because that's what I've really been sitting with and asking. I know my purpose. I've been asking now, what do I bring to the world now? You know, what are the offerings? What are you seeking to bring to the world through me, Spirit, now? You know, that's what I've been being very still about. Because my mind can think of a billion different things I could be doing. What's the thing Spirit would have me do now? So ask, what's your purpose? And if you already know what your purpose is, what's the thing you're to be bringing to the world now? And I want to hear it tomorrow. Is everybody in? Are you in? Let me know if you're in. Are you in? Are you in? Are you in? Let me know. Are you in? You in? Homework, what's your purpose? Yes. Yes, what is it? Because I hear so many people say, I'm kind of, you know, you're in. Beautiful. How can you really go for it? How can you be on your purpose when you don't have clarity? Clarity equals power. When you do not have clarity, you can't be all in because you don't know. And what do we do when we don't know? We kind of like, it could be this. It could be that. It could be, look at that. I love all those. I'm in. You know, I could go that way. I couldn't do this. That's not the space you want to be in. That's a very difficult space to be in, because then you get stuck and you don't really know what to bring. You want to go beneath that all is conjured in the head. You want to go beneath the neck and really get in the heart and get in there. What's my purpose and what am I to bring forward now? Let's get that answered. I love you. Go to ValerieLove.com. Click on the blog if you want the great. I love it, family. I love it. Everybody's in. Go to ValerieLove.com. Click on the blog if you want to get my recording from this past Clubhouse conversation. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Let's get our homework. And I got a client. Mwah. Peace. KAISI at ValerieLove.com. Love you, family.